jurisdiction have been added. Thereafter, there was the inclusion of broadcasting and cable services, airport tariffs, cyber claims for injury and damages up to rupees 5 crores, Aadhaar card matters, besides the telecommunication sector. In January 2004, the government included broadcasting and cable services within the purview of TRI Act. By the virtue of Finance Act 2017, airport tariffs and cyber matters have been brought within the purview of TDSAT. From the whole country, if there is any cyber fraud and a suit for damages is being filed, appeal will go to TDSAT at Delhi. And I will narrate that there are several lawyers who are unable to attend the hearing at Delhi. And they have requested to have this type of hearing at different places in a country. So this is a cyber appeal addition. Thereafter, there is an amendment in the Aadhaar Act of the year 2016 in the year 2019. And we are assigned, TDSAT is assigned appellate jurisdiction of the Aadhaar matters for the TDSAT. TDSAT has been organizing seminars all across India, and since the year 2003, to deliberate upon the relevant issues concerning the sectors under its purview and to create better awareness amongst the citizens and the stakeholders regarding the mandate and activities of TDSAT, its rules and procedures and important decisions. This time I can say with a great amount of pride that we have taken a step further by holding court yesterday at Chennai with an objective to facilitate the local litigants to have access of TDSAT at their doorsteps. On this occasion, I also want to convey my gratitude to the Ministry of Communication, Government of India, who published a notification dated 12th August 2022, this last August. This government has published a notification and notified that in addition to holding the sittings at Delhi, the tribunal may hold the sittings at Mumbai, Pune, Chennai, Cuttack, Kolkata, Amritsar and Indore. Having regard to the nature and urgency of the matter in the interest of justice, in November 2022 we have held the court at Pune and yesterday we have held the court at Chennai. As per statistics placed before me, the cases filed before this tribunal since inception till 31st of January 2023 are 15,429, out of which the cases disposed of are 10,357. And if I point out the statistics from 14th March 2022, I took charge from 14th March last year, 14th March 2022 till 31st of January 23, the filing is 955 cases and the disposal is 844 cases. This trend is encouraging as disposal rate is catching up with the filing rate of the cases. We are conscious of the desirability of the speedy disposal of the cases in rapidly changing technology to boost the confidence of the stakeholders. I have also constituted one more bench of honorable member to hold separate sittings for speedy hearing and disposal of pending cases. Member judicial is now sitting as a separate court, so my disposal is double now. And he is also a very speedy judge. Issues those which are coming to TDSAT, because civil court has no jurisdiction. And appeal from TDSAT are going directly to Supreme Court by the way of civil appeal. Issues those are raised before TDSAT in various cases pertaining to telecom and broadcasting sector, including licensing and disputes on AGR, interpretation of license disputes, internet services, IUC, allocation and usage of spectrum, disconnection of signals, audit issues pertaining to technical compliance and commercial compliance under DAS regime, recovery of subscription charges and STBs, placement of channel and carriage of signals, etc. Over the years, this tribunal has evolved by strengthening its justice delivery system. We have established mediation center in the year 2013. The total matters referred at the mediation center are 528, out of which 197 cases have been settled, 12 are pending, and success rate of a mediation center at TDSET is around 37%. I assure that TDSET will continue its pursuit for expeditious resolution of disputes. I wish the platform of this seminar would facilitate subject experts and stakeholders to deliberate upon the key areas and share their thoughts and experience in the sector for the benefit of all concerned. I once again welcome you all who is present in this August gathering. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you so very much, sir. Now, I would like to introduce Shri R. Sankar Narayana, sir, Additional Solicitor General of India South. He was enrolled in the Bar Council of Tamil Nadu in the year 1974 and was later designated as a senior counsel. He has practiced extensively in the areas of corporate law, arbitration, and general civil suits. He is well known for conducting the litigation between the Chabaria brothers, which spanned nearly a decade. In July 2020, he was appointed Solicitor General for Madras High Court. In December 2022, he was appointed Additional Solicitor General of India Southern Zone. He is often acted towards his interest to promote democracy and philanthropy. Sir, please share your words of wisdom and experience with us.
Good morning to all of you. Honorable Justice M.M. Sundaresh, Justice Supreme Court of India. Honorable Justice T. Raja, Acting Chief Justice of the Madras High Court. Honorable Justice Mr. D. N. Patel, Chairman of this tribunal. Honorable Justice Mr. Gupta, Mr. Gautam, a member of the Judicial Member of the Tribunal. Honorable Justice Abdul Qudus, Honorable Justice Saravanan, Honorable Justice Anita Sumant, my friend Mr. Sundaresan, Prabhakaran, Muthukumar, and other dignitaries who often organize. Having started my practice purely on civil side and then drifted to the corporate side, this jurisdiction is absolutely new to me. I happened to read the Act only yesterday to find out the broad width and scope of this Act. And the statistics given are really so wonderful, particularly in days when tribunalization is being criticized everywhere. I also participate in such criticism. According to me, many of the tribunals have failed. In such a situation, it is really heartening to note that a particular tribunal has not merely entertained the petitions but disposed of the same. The normal tendency is whenever a new law is enacted, there is a rush. People go there as if something else is available. They go there and the practice goes up, and ultimately the tribunals do not function in the same manner all the time. But I find that this tribunal is definitely a different category. TDSAT spreads its jurisdictional wing over a wide area of disputes ranging from telecom, broadcasting services, cyber matters, and airport, the authority affairs, etc. Although tribunalization of judicial functions has had a share of its debates, the setting up of TDSAT in 2000 is a success story which is in favor of those advocating tribunalization. As of 2013, a study has revealed that TDSAT has an efficient disposal of almost 100%. This is what I find from the website and other material. And learned Justice Gautam told me that the first appeals are almost over. And therefore, unless a fresh first appeals comes, there will be no appellate jurisdiction at all at that particular place. But the changing market conditions, which is consequential to the advancement of technology, has invited various crises for the Troy to deal with thereby increasing the burden on dispute resolution wing. These rapid developments demand a re-examination of the existing regulatory approaches, requiring regulators to move quickly and be constantly prepared for demanding times. Conventionally, arbitration and mediation is the best compartmentalized for private and commercial disputes, and regulatory adjudication for public policy issues. It is the flexibility in the strict compartmentalization that needs to be reviewed to keep pace with the rapid changes in the telecommunications sector. In line with the same, and in aid efficiency of TDSAT's Resolution of Disputes 2013, saw the setting up of Mediation Center for the Resolution of Disputes and another welcome mechanism for pre-litigation mediation in the telecommunication disputes. But having said that the civil court has no jurisdiction, and that wide variety of matters settlements have taken place, judicial decisions have been rendered, I really do not know how matters are still available for arbitration and mediation. But then, the trend is today to encourage the alternative dispute resolution. My friend Mr. Wilson had organized the Joint Parliamentary Committee and made arrangements where we participated in the mediation bill that is now being tabled in the Parliament, and probably the discussions are going on. If that bill is passed and enactment comes, that is going to take a very strong roots in the system of our judicial delivery system itself. But therefore, one has to consider the question of arbitrability. With respect to the arbitrability of the disputes in India has resulted in various judgments clarifying the uncertainty. Section 2(3) of the Arbitration Act provides that certain disputes may not be submitted to arbitration. Section 34(2)(b) and 48(2) of the Act provide for setting aside and refusal to enforce arbitral award if the subject matter of the dispute is not capable of settlement by arbitration under the law. For the sake of convenience, we may refer to the judgment of the Supreme Court in Vidya Todia and others versus Durga Trading Corporation, which proposes a four-fold test to determine arbitrability. As per the judgment, an issue is not arbitrable if it relates to the actions in rem that do not pertain to the subordinate rights in personam that arise from the rights in rem, affects third-party rights, have women's effect, requires centralized adjudication, and mutual adjudication would not be appropriate, relates to inalienable sovereign and public interest functions of the state, is expressly or by necessary implication non-arbitrable under specific statute. Generally, the fact that the subject matter of the dispute relates to telecom will not affect its arbitrability. In few types of telecom disputes, however, arbitrability can come into play due to state control of telecommunications networks and policy consideration at stake, leading the national authorities to reserve particular matters for decision by the tribunals. Therefore, the arbitration is barred in respect of matters which are within the exclusive jurisdiction of TDSAT under the provisions of Troy Act 1997. I am referring to a judgment of the Kerala High Court on this aspect, A. Salim versus Assistant Satellite Communication Limited, 2022. The question on arbitrative dispute was raised in Viom Network Limited versus S. Airtel Private Limited, wherein the Delhi High Court held that the dispute between the telecom licensee and the infrastructure providers must go to TDSAT and not to be decided by the arbitral tribunal. This decision stems from the interpretation of the provisions of 2(1)(e) and J, which provide for the definitions of the licensee, service provider, respectively. Prima facie, it appears that TDSAT has broad exclusive powers to adjudicate certain types of disputes, including those arising between private parties, where arbitration cannot be resorted to. This hampers the spirit of party autonomy, which is integral to arbitration. With some exceptions, Indian courts and TDSAT itself have generally found telecom disputes to be non-arbitrable on the basis that establishment of special tribunals overrides the more general Arbitration Act. I read this judgment also. This therefore raises the questions on the arbitrability of telecom disputes in the light of the exclusive jurisdiction of several matters with TDSAT and consequently the diminishing role of arbitration in this area. According to the mixed, it's a section of 7B of the Indian Telegraph Act which provides for statutory arbitration. Under Section 7B, any dispute concerning a telegraph line, appliance or apparatus between the telegraph authority and the person for whose benefit the line, appliance or apparatus is or has been provided has to be determined by arbitration. Such dispute has to be referred to an arbitrator appointed by the central government, either especially for the determination of that dispute or generally for the determination of the disputes under the section. A recent judgment of the Supreme Court in Vodafone Idea Cellular Limited vs. Ajay Kumar Agarwal discusses the ouster of jurisdiction under Section 7B of the Telegraph Act. In this case, the maintainability of the complaint filed before the District Consumer Redressal Forum came up before the court in the light of Section 7B of the Telegraph Act. That Section 7B oust the jurisdiction of the Consumer Forum. The court held the existence of an arbitral remedy under Section 7B will not oust the jurisdiction of the Consumer Forum, and that it is open to a consumer to opt for the remedy by of arbitration, though there is no compulsion in law to do so. Therefore, it was open to a consumer to seek recourse to the remedies which are provided under the Consumer Protection Act 1986, now replaced by Act of 2019. The mediation bill is being discussed at length in different fora, and it is very likely that the mediation will become an act. It can thus be seen that the business community at large is interested in the alternative dispute resolutions. The telecom disputes should also be referred to arbitration by following party autonomy with necessary caution. It is not that every dispute is arbitrable. The fine distinction has to come by way of judicial pronouncements, and TDSAT would consider the proposition in appropriate cases and the march of law. Having said this, it is necessarily to be remembered that considering the progress that the tribunal has made and the number of cases that they have disposed of, if that is more viable, in my respectful submission, TDSAT should continue, because ultimately, ultimate idea is that justice should be delivered speedily, whether it is by arbitration, mediation, or through proper adjudication by a tribunal. Thank you so much. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram.
Thank you so much, sir. We are honored to have you with us today. Our next guest, I'd like to introduce Shri P. Wilson, Senior Advocate and Honorable Member of Parliament. Senior Advocate Shri P. Wilson has served the legal fraternity as well as the country in his role as a Rajya Sabha member, member of Committee of Personal Public Grievances, Law and Justice member, Committee of Privileges member, Consultative Committee of Defence. He is also a coordinator for Niti Karangal, a pro bono program conceived by him and it was conducted in coordination with the Tamil Nadu Advocates Forum to help the poor litigants to effectively defend their cases before various courts. He has participated in debates with regard to bills and motions brought forward and has also had an active role in the special mention 0-hour questions, including debate on Arms Amendment Bill 2019, Surrogacy Regulation Bill 2019, to name a few. And indeed, they are a reflection of his wisdom and intellect. So I would like to welcome you to please grace us with your presence.
Honorable Justice M.M. Sudesh, Judge Supreme Court of India, Honorable Justice T. Raja, Acting Chief Justice, Madras High Court, Honorable Justice Anita Sumant, Honorable Justice Saravanan, Honorable Justice Abdul Qudus, Honorable Justice Dhirubhai Narayan Bhai Patel, D.N. Patel, affectionately called D.N. Patel, Chairperson of TDSAT, Honorable TDSAT members, Justice Ramakrishna Gautam, Mr. Subodh Kumar Gupta, through S. Sankaranarayanan, Additional Solicitor General of India, through A.R.L. Sundaresan, Additional Solicitor General of India, through S. Prabhakaran, Vice Chairman, All India Bar Council, through S. Uttukumar, State Government Period Madras High Court, the officials from L Court, Secretary Information Technology, senior advocates, other dignitaries who have come to attend this seminar, ladies and gentlemen, press and media, Vanakkam to you all. This day is the happiest day, and and I'm privileged to be present here as a special guest at a seminar hosted by the Telecom Disputes Settlement and Appellate Tribunal in Chennai. Information technology is now the backbone of our society. We are truly in a digital age where we use information technology for every facet of our lives. During the pandemic, we saw that even weddings happening over Zoom. It is of particular importance to economic growth. Of course, we also witness the drastic shift to virtual courts. Earlier, we thought rendering justice is within the four walls. This corona has taught us many things. Now we can understand that justice need not be delivered within the four walls. It can be delivered beyond that. The judges sat at the residence, lawyers sat at the residence, and the cases were argued through virtual courts. That's the shift we saw during this pandemic period. In any sector, economic growth brings commercial litigation. Commercial litigation is an unavoidable consequence of economic development. It is essential for the government to provide an efficient platform for the speedy and effective resolution of commercial disputes to aid economic growth and investment in this sector. If there is no effective resolution of commercial disputes, the sector will stagnate. It is important for us to remember that the concept of access to justice has been etched in our constitution. Considering the fact that TDSAT is located at New Delhi, which is not equidistant to all parts of the country and is far away from many states, particularly the southern, western and eastern states, the citizens located in these states were being deprived to approach the tribunal not only due to the distance but also due to the cost factor. From the point of view of lawyers, lawyers in Delhi alone had the access to TDSAT. As broadcasting, there was an undeniable need for a regional benches of TDSAT. As broadcasting petition and appeals, cyber appeals, ARA petitions and appeals and telecom petitions and appeals are being dealt by TDSAT, thereby requiring a regional bench in an IT hub like Chennai to help administer effective and speedy justice without overburdening the judicial avenues present. Therefore, under the guidance of the Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Mr. M.K. Stalin, Avargal, I met the Honorable Union Minister of Communications, Electronics and Information Technology through Ashwini Vaishnav and gave him a representation for establishment of regional benches of TDSAT in Chennai, Mumbai and Kolkata. I am grateful that he immediately accepted my request, and that resulted the circuit benches being formed and notified, and that is how the circuit bench for the first time sat in Chennai yesterday in this premises and heard matters. I thank the Honorable Union Minister through Ashwini Vaishnav and Honorable Chief Minister through M.K. Stalin, and also the Honorable Chairperson for making possible this historic sitting of the TDSAT at Chennai. Circuit benches makes justice accessible to all and at an affordable cost. No litigant should be disadvantaged either by locational or economic handicaps or otherwise. Justice delivery system should be taken closer to the stakeholders and litigants and to the common man, and opening of a circuit benches in Chennai is beginning of distributive justice in southern India. Let's hope that the circuit bench transforms into a permanent bench and the union government take steps to amend the TRI Act accordingly and establish regular benches in near future. That would be our request also. This will also help to ease the burden on the TDSAT as it looks into the various matters and disputes arising under the Information Technology Act 2000, Airports Economic Regulatory Authority of India Act 2008, and now I heard even the Aadhaar. I think many more works may be given to this tribunal. Now all the tribunals are brought under the Tribunals Reforms Act, and the tribunals have been drastically reduced. Now today you see there are hardly 70 tribunals, if I'm not wrong, located throughout India. With the commencement of the circuit bench, the litigation cost for the subscribers, consumers, multi-system operators, DPOs, broadcasters, cable TV operators, telecom companies, and consumers who wish to approach the tribunal would reduce. Further, the members of the southern states, barred from Kerala, Karnataka, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, would have the opportunity to appear before the tribunal without going to Delhi. I think my friends from Delhi should not mistake us. We have a great pleasure to see you all here, coming us and effectively participating. So, these southern states, the bar from the southern state, would be enriched. This is a new avenue. In fact, the learned additional Solicitor General said about the mediation bill. That is another avenue. Please wait. The ensuing Parliament session, after our standing committee's report, the government is going to introduce again before the Parliament. I don't know whether our suggestions or amendments are taken care or not. But we went throughout India. We went to the High Court. This is the first time the Parliamentary Standing Committee visiting to the High Court, hearing the views of the Chief Justice, judges, the stakeholders, namely the lawyers, association, and taking all the views into our report. And we have submitted this report before the Parliament. I hope it will fructify as a very good bill, and let's wait for that. The Tamil Nadu government, under the leadership of Honorable Chief Minister Mr. M.K. Stalin, has always tried to provide the requisite infrastructure to judiciary. I would say with pride that our Chief Minister has recently allocated about 4.7 acres of land in the heart of city worth several hundred crores to the judiciary for constructing a multi-storied combined court building to accommodate sessions courts, civil courts, and small causes courts and family courts, which are now functioning inside the Madras High Court campus. Please visit our Madras High Court campus. It is about 33 acres, one of the oldest buildings with large court halls. So they wanted to have the entire premises for the Madras High Court, and that's how they wanted to shift to the nearby place. And that's how the government has given 4.7 acres of land along with another 3 acres. So totally 7.7 acres of land in the heart of city now is going to be developed for the court buildings. The building would accommodate about 160 court halls, I'm told, which would earlier operating inside the Madras High Court campus and outside the Madras High Court campus. I take this opportunity to request our beloved Honorable Acting Chief Justice to kindly consider setting apart few court halls in the combined court complex for the circuit benches and regional benches of tribunals like TDSAT, NCLAT, and other tribunals, so that some court halls can be specifically given to circuit benches or the permanent benches. The circuit benches like TDSAT, they can come and use the court halls. They can have a separate record room in that premises. And this will help the lawyers. They need not go here and there. The NCLAT is functioning elsewhere. So all the tribunals, the NGT is functioning elsewhere. So all the tribunals can be brought in that complex, because large extent of land is given by the government to the judiciary. So I appeal to the Honorable Acting Chief Justice, and our beloved Honorable Justice M.M. Sudaresh is also there. I hope they would consider my request. It is imperative for the proper functioning of a tribunal that we make available suitable infrastructure and sufficient staff. I have already written a representation on 11/10/2022 to the Honorable Union Minister in this regard, and I am happy to announce that in his reply, he has stated that a comprehensive proposal for amending TRA Act is under consideration, which also consists a proposal to increase the number of members of TDSAT, and furthermore, the proposal for additional office space is also under consideration. I appeared before the Honorable Chairman in certain cases in Delhi. I am sorry to say that the TDSAT is functioning in a hotel Samrat, and we have court hall, and inside the court hall there is a toilet. I was really surprised to see such sad state of affairs, and therefore I had taken up this matter also to the Honorable Union Minister, and hope they will get a very good building in near future. I hope the Union Government equips this tribunal well, so that such a powerful and potential industry only grows and pending cases are disposed of as swiftly as possible, thereby removing any hindrance to the growth of this industry. I must register my appreciation of the Honorable Chairperson, Honorable Members, and other officers of TDSAT for efficiently discharging the functions of the tribunal despite having inadequate staffs and infrastructure. I could see the records kept on the floors. There is no record room at all, and the voluminous records are there. The cases they are fighting is of high volume. You would have seen the claim would be running to several hundred crores, but there is no record room. That is the saddest state in which the TDSAT is functioning now. I hope this seminar spreads awareness regarding the hard work and efforts of the TDSAT and the telecommunication industry, and that the new regional circuit benches help ease the burden of the pending disputes at the tribunal, thereby allowing for expansion and improvement of the sector, and help the member of the Tamil Nadu bar and the southern bar, these people from Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, Telangana, be benefited and to create a niche practice. There are more than 70 tribunals functioning across the country. However, the appellate tribunal constituted under the Smugglers and Foreign Exchange Manipulators Forfeiture of Property Act 1976 and the appellate tribunal for electricity do not have a regional benches or circuit benches. Moreover, the circuit benches, appellate tribunal for electricity were notified. However, they are not functioning at all. We will bring APTEL to Chennai as well. This is another work which we are going to undertake. APTEL, they originally had this circuit benches. There was no reason why they stopped the circuit benches. So we assure that we will bring this APTEL to Chennai. Lastly, since Honorable Justice M.M. Sundaresh is here, I want to say this also. Our dream is to bring the regional benches of the Honorable Supreme Court to Chennai as well. And we hope that dream becomes a reality within this tenure on the bench of the Apex Court. Mr. Prabhakaran is also there. I don't think the All India Bar Council would oppose this. I thank Honorable Chairman, members of TDSAT for giving me this opportunity. I also thank, in fact, Mr. Manoj Tangaraj, who was about to attend. He couldn't come because of his sudden work in Europe. And we thank the IT department, Government of Tamil Nadu, and the LCOT for giving support for organizing this seminar today. Thank you very much.
Sir, thank you so much with your kind permission. Honorable Mr. Justice D.N. Patel, sir, with your kind permission, I would like to say that we have the honor of having with us today Justice Abdul Qudus, Justice Sarvanand, and Justice Anita Suman. Can I please request you that give us an opportunity to grace you? Shri S.P. Patel, please. Felicitate. Thank you so much, sir and ma'am. We are honored with your presence. The next speaker, I would like to introduce Honorable Mr. Justice T. Raja, Acting Chief Justice, Madras High Court, who's had quite a journey from commencing from Madras High Court and shifting his practice to Honorable Supreme Court at New Delhi. In New Delhi, he's practiced in Civil Criminal Constitution Service laws before the Honorable High Court of Delhi, Central Administrative Tribunal and Supreme Court. He's also served as a standing counsel for Dr. MGR Medical University for about 10 years in the Honorable Supreme Court. He's also served as a standing counsel for ESI before the Principal Bench, Central Administrative Tribunal, New Delhi, as well as in Delhi High Court and Honorable Supreme Court. He has served as a standing counsel for Honorable Supreme Court Legal Services Society for all civil and criminal matters for about 6 years. He was appointed as an additional Advocate General at the dry bench of the Madras High Court in February 2008 and has appeared in several important cases. He was appointed as additional judge of the Madras High Court in March 2009, and at present he is performing the duties of the office of the Acting Chief Justice as the Chief Justice, as Acting Chief Justice. So we are honoured to have you today with us, and I would request you to please share a few words with us.
Honorable Justice Sri M. Sundari, Judge Supreme Court of India, Honorable Chairperson of Telecom Disputes Settlement and Appellate Tribunal, Sri B.N. Patel, my beloved brother and sister judges who have come here to grace this occasion, Mr. Wilson, Honorable Member of Parliament, Mr. S. Sangarnarayan, Additional Solicitor General of India South, Mr. A.R. Sundaresan, Additional Solicitor General, Vice Chairman of Bar Council of India, GP, members of the Appellate Tribunal, Mrs. M. Sundaresan, Mrs. Patel, and other dignitaries, members of the bar, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, it is a great occasion. I am delighted to be part of this seminar on telecom, broadcasting, and the cyber sections, disputes and resolutions organized by this telecom authority. In fact, today we are here to discuss about the unlimited benefits and unthinkable benefits which we are going to get from this appellate tribunal. We got independence on 15th August 1947, freedom from the foreign ruler. We got remedy from the foreign rule. But we didn't get till we got independence on 15th August 1947. Social justice, economic justice, and political justice. Although we got the political justice, gradually we were getting, and still we are getting, the social justice. Almost we got economic justice. On the day we got independence, we all know that India was only an agricultural nation, depending only on agricultural produce. Famine used to come, drought used to come and put us in grave problem. Cyclone would come. There won't be anybody to extend any helping hand to us. Today, if there is any cyclone, drought, earthquake, causing unmeasurable problems to our neighbors. We always stand first. When tsunami came in 2004, December, you all know that. Many countries came forward running with all helping packages. Ships were coming from aircraft, food grains, other medical items were all pouring in. But India told them, we have everything in our hand. We don't want anything from anybody. Not to so that we were not willing to accept any helping hand, but we have stood as a self-reliant, and we have achieved almost in every front we have achieved our development. But the point is, we are here today to discuss about the constitution of the Telecom Disputes Settlement and Appellate Tribunal. There were many problems, many areas, many problematic regions where we were not able to get a remedy. I would say freedom from the media trial. Before mentioning that, I must also say that this Telecom Disputes Settlement Appellate Tribunal is having larger and better jurisdiction than the High Court. All of us are all legal minds. We are not laymen. You take the case of a civil court. Suit is filed for getting a degree for declaration, a degree for title, degree for injunction. If there are disputes between two or more persons when they are coming to the court asking for appointment of an advocate commissioner to go to measure the disputed land, region, generally the court will be appointing an advocate commissioner. If it is in a year old, the PDJ is there, or the municipal is there, or the sub-court is there. The sub-court or the district court or the district municipal will be appointing an advocate commissioner. Please go to that taluk and measure the property with the assistance of the Tahsildar and the surveyor and come and submit a report. If it is the district court will be appointing in the appeal or even in the original jurisdiction. Go to any parts of the Kollywood, or if it is in Europe, go to any parts of the Europe. But if it is High Court Madras, original jurisdiction is there. The High Court of Madras can appoint anybody as an advocate to go to any parts of the state. From Chennai, people can go to Puthiya, people can go to Europe, people can